To the man who said the prayer, Dr. McLagan, to my friend and counselor Dwight Crawford, the man who professed to be the most handsome builder in Montego Bay, to our guest speaker and minister with many portfolios: housing, water, and job creation, and many more. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, first timers, welcome you all to this city, those who are not from Montego Bay. And I would say that it still remains a friendly city. But our city, Montego Bay, is the premier location in Jamaica, and that's why we are the friendly city. It is poised for great possibilities and possesses a rich cultural history. That said, I must state that I am in full support of this Build Expo conference, for it brings together a number of experts that brings along with their professionalism the kind of creativity that is required to lift the standard of development planning across the parish. It is a pleasure to join here this evening when we come together to launch this Build Expo conference, which will last for 3 days in June of this year. This expo is expected to be both informative and entertaining, and will provide the opportunity for those participating to meet with regional and international industry professionals and market leaders, trade professionals, and those who set trends across the spectrum of design and construction. The idea behind this Build Expo is an excellent one, and I must commend my friend again, because he's very passionate about it. And as a result, I know you will achieve what you set out to achieve. But for these objectives are broad, but are specific in their intent. It is hoped that we will bring together as many entities in the building trade, creating an avenue for networking and dialogue, whilst also creating a platform for participants to showcase their offerings to the wider public audience. As local authority charged with the orderly development of the parish of St. James, we endeavor to work with our partners to ensure that construction gets careful monitoring, adhere to government guidelines. Indeed, our broad vision for the parish indicates to us that this pioneering event comes at a time when the city of Montego Bay is poised for several major developments, and we must be ready. Just today, I met with the Chief Executive Officer and Chief Operations Officer of the Montego Bay Jamaica Airport Limited, and the conversation was very edifying. During the discussion, we found that there must be a great working relationship between the municipal corporation and our investors to promote the type of development that will promote growth for all. The discussion concluded with us endorsing the idea that we must really consider how we develop. For many of the facilities that exist here also have to operate under international standard. And if we don't meet these standards, there is a host of negatives that can result. We must therefore seek to lift the value of our city by lifting the standard under which we operate. We must improve our effort to ensure that developers and contractors comply with requirements that support continued growth. We must discourage disorderly development, and we must improve our infrastructure to positively impact our social spaces. With over 300 expected entities and nearly 1,400 square feet of meeting space, the Build Expo will be the perfect platform for the meeting of stakeholders in the industry. Engineers, architects, interior design, real estate dealers, contractors, hoteliers, telecom companies, and even homeowners alike are encouraged to take away as much information as possible and to participate fully. This exhibition will provide a platform for new and innovative development in construction and design to be brought to the fore. Let us make the most of the moment so as to improve our standard and lift our city and its people. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all have a wonderful evening, and let us prepare to give our fullest support to Build Expo. It is needed because housing is a very critical interest